Hola from Lisbon, Portugal. Your neighbour Isla has once again travelled to a new country. I am in Lisbon for the weekend. I am going to Sintra tomorrow, but today I have literally no idea what to do. So the first thing I'm going to try and do is find a cafe or a bakery and get a little egg tart, because when in Portugal. Okay, plan is I have my egg tarts, trying to find somewhere that's not completely busy like this to go sit down and eat them and have a mild bit of peace and quiet. Sorry if the audio is bad, it's very windy here because we are on the sea, but I have some Tarta de Nata, I think it is, or Pastel de Nata to try. So let's do a little review. The pastry is really flaky, it's got like nice little shine on it. It is literally just custard in a tart. I did not need to buy two of these. It's like super duper sweet. Vale, my plan is that I have no plan. I'm gonna go to a Portuguese restaurant for lunch, and then I wasn't going to visit, I think it's Castillo de Jorge, but it looks incredible and I'm down for a walk, so lunch first, little walk round, that's the plan. I've never had a fish, like a whole fish before. I don't even know what to do with this. Wow, that's strong. I am in the Castillo de Jorge. I was waiting in the queue and then I was like, actually I don't need to wait in the queue. I just bought a ticket online and these people are waiting like 20-30 minutes in a queue when they could just buy a ticket online. And it was only just under €8 because I'm under 25, so it's really nice that they do a youth ticket like that. Also, look at this little friend. Isn't he beautiful? Yes. I know I didn't come here for peacocks, but I can't help it. Look at all these silly people. Just buy a ticket online. It's very colourful and my bag is way too big as well. I look like I have a tattoo on my back. This one is way more modern than I'm expecting, but I think that makes sense because it's a capital city. Like, it's gonna have a lot of modernization to it. I found a secret place, the terraces, which no one is, apart from the two people behind me. But I was the only one here for a good minute. It's just right at the top, and then the sea is just there. I'm not sure if vlogging helps my social anxiety or makes it worse, because I'm just putting myself in awkward situations where I have to literally run back down the road to pick up my camera and then film myself while eating food while every person stares at me. Like, I think it helps, maybe. But this was something I wanted to talk about in my Granada video. I am doing these things, like I'm filming them, and I'm not just doing stupid things because I'm filming. It's like my incentive is to do fun things and film them to remember. Like, I like using YouTube as a way to record my memories and show people that even if you're someone like me who is a woman traveling solo, I'm not going anywhere dangerous, but like, you can still do fun and stupid things and push yourself out of your comfort zone. And when I'm filming, it kind of drives me to push myself even more out of my comfort zone, because normally I would just spend the weekend sitting in bed rather than coming to a new country and a new city all by myself. Again, these are the ruins of the old palace. I think it's been built multiple times before, because originally it was a colonized area like 2,000 years ago, 1,000 years ago, and then the Moorish Empire came in. It's the same as with Granada and Seville. It was like African, Moroccan, Moorish influence, and then the King of Portugal took over, I think about 1100 AD, and then he built another palace which got knocked down in an earthquake about 300 years ago, and so now we're kind of left with this. I hope my history is correct, but you never know. I feel like I look like a haggard old lady. I've had too much coffee today and I'm very tired. I'm gonna go back to the hostel now and check in. Give this place a solid 7.5 out of 10. I think it's definitely nice to just explore around. Maybe it doesn't look as good on camera. But yeah, anyway, off to the hostel. It's gonna take me half an hour, which is a bit of a bummer, but you know, we live. Okay, quick bathroom summary. Basically, I walked into my hostel room, said hi to the guy who was in the bed next to me. He said, I'm going to a aerial yoga class in 10 minutes if you want to join. So I put my pajama pants on because that was the closest thing I had to any work pants, and I'm here to do aerial yoga. I literally have no idea what I got myself into, but let's go. So I thought I was going to be doing aerial yoga, you know, the stuff with the ropes, but I was actually doing aerobics. I was definitely tricked into doing this. It was a very confusing night. Anyway, my body was not used to this kind of movement, and it was still really fun up until the moment where it all went wrong. Little update. I've been doing this for like 2 hours, but I basically nearly bust my shoulder because my shoulder, they do something called subflexion where they partially dislocate every now and then. So they've been doing that, so I'm taking a little break. For the YouTube. I have really hurt this shoulder. I don't know what I've done to it. Possibly I've torn a muscle. We're gonna deal with it. I'm doing stretches in the lounge of the hostel after midnight because why not? Tomorrow I go to Sintra, so I am going to see you there. Good night. Good morning again from Lisbon. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk from my hostel into Lisbon Centre, and then I'm gonna get the train to Sintra. I'm gonna explore the Moorish gardens, maybe have lunch, and then, I don't know, go to the Pena Palace. Also, yoga was a bad idea. I have permanently damaged my shoulder. I'll put in a little update here for about a month's time to see if it's still damaged or not. It's a shoulder update you've all been waiting for. Basically, I went to the doctor. She just said it was a severe muscle strain, but I'm not sure if that's the only problem, so when I'm back in the UK, I am gonna go and get it checked out again. But she gave me a load of drugs to deal with the pain, and you know, I can move it again now without it having too many issues. So yeah, that's the lowdown. Back to the video. It's a 23-minute walk to the train station, from which I can get the train to Sintra. Up here is the Moorish Palace, which is where I have to walk to. I didn't realise it's that steep. It's going to be a bit of a climb, but I'm going to explore the city centre first and then I'm going to climb up. This is a fun little tidbit from me.
Tidbit time, wow.
First time I went abroad sort of by myself was on a school trip to Switzerland. When I was there, I was super excited because I went to an Aldi or a Lidl and I found an apple that was huge. And it was like the first time I discovered Lidl. I was like, this is the best thing in the world. I can get like an apple for 20p and I can get bread for 20 cents. So now whenever I get an apple from Lidl, it reminds me of that, which is a bit weird, but you know. And also I have no idea if this is actually the right way to the palace. Google Maps says it's a different way, but I can't complain. Like a little fairy tale throne. So the route you're supposed to take is barred off because it's too dangerous, I think. So I went on the main road for like a minute and then I found a path that's just through this massive woodland and I'm like, I can try this out. Let's give this a go, why not? No idea where it's gonna lead me. I don't think I was supposed to come up this path. Everyone loves the cat. He's the guardian of the palace. Finally made it to the Moorish Palace. It was like a much longer walk, probably double the length that it said it was going to be. But I'm more glad that I did it that way than walking up the road because I got to go through some really beautiful forests that I don't think I was supposed to go through at the end. But you know what? That's part of the journey. We enjoyed the experience. I got a decaf cappuccino. They didn't put chocolate on the top. It took me ages to get the cappuccino, but you know, chocolate on the top makes it worth it. I also got this, which is an almond, or it's a pastry filled with almonds and eggs. It's probably going to be gross, but I'm going to try it. It's actually pretty tasty. Different parts of the walls were built in different centuries, but the oldest part, which is the bottom, is built in the 12th century. So now I'm leaving the Moorish Castle and I'm gonna walk to the Palace de Pena. It says 30 minutes on Google Maps, but then Google Maps seems to be quite wrong about the time it takes to get places here. I made it into the palace grounds. I arrived an hour earlier than my ticket said, but I just said to the guy, oh no, I got the wrong time, please let me in, and he was nice and he let me in. So I believe it's a 30-minute walk from the... Sorry, that was my shoulder. My shoulder decided, just as I was leaving the Moorish Castle, to like fully like semi-dislocate or whatever was wrong with it again, so it's not doing well. But anyway, it's a 30-minute walk from here up to the castle, so I'm just going to explore the gardens at a leisurely pace. I've got like 3 more hours until this place closes, so I'm just going to enjoy myself. Oh, he has assumed the position of the road. Rather than visiting the Pena Palace straight away, I'm gonna go up this way, which is like a kilometre up a hill, to something called the High Cross, which is quite literally just a cross on a hill. Also probably not gonna film as much because my shoulder has got way worse. Yes, this is like the 7th time I've mentioned my shoulder. I'm sorry, I'm in a lot of pain. That was a big old queue. Because I'm 20 minutes late to the entry time because I got a bit confused, I literally just skipped a line of like 300 people who are probably going to be waiting for half an hour. Ah, fuck everyone else. There is literally nothing more satisfying than skipping a queue. I don't know how I keep managing this. Let's do a little shoulder update. I now cannot lift my arm more than this. That's it for the shoulder update. Pena Palace? Give it a solid 6 out of 10. It's under construction right now. The bars and shit everywhere isn't particularly nice, and the inside was boring as well. Like, I've seen a lot more smaller places that had way more interesting stuff. Like, it's not a great palace. However, because my ticket included going to the grounds as well, it's just kind of worth getting the overall ticket for like a little bit extra. The grounds are pretty amazing. They're freaking huge. Oh yeah, but the Moorish Castle, that's a solid 10 out of 10. Way more fun than the Pena Palace. I'd much recommend that. Right, we're heading to the greenhouses. Somehow I've ended up here because apparently there's 2 exits and they don't clarify that, which means I have missed the last bus to Sintra and it is a 45-minute walk, and yeah. Anyway, let's start doing that. Oh yeah, and this is proof that not everything goes right. I love a bit of port. This reminds me of my first year of uni. I used to drink port and mix it with WKD. It's like a drink called a cheeky Vimto because it'd be purple in colour. Yeah, happy Sunday everyone. The plan for today is I'm going to get a bus from the centre to the LX factory, so that's like a 20-minute bus, so I'm just going to go head on over there now and we're going to check out the art installations there. I really have no idea what it's about, but you know, we'll see. Okay, I finally made it. It took me for frickin' ever because I think there's a train strike, so half of the like buses were delayed and then I went the wrong way, but you know what, we're here now. So I think the idea in this place is that it's more of like, I guess a bit like Camden. There's lots of different artisanal shops and there's lots of restaurants downstairs, so I guess that means I'm getting a lunch here. My smoothie is delicious. I kind of think this place is cool, but only if you have a long time and you're willing to do some shopping. But I thought, I'm already halfway to the Tarta de Belem, which is like one of the #1 things to see in the city. By the way, today I'm getting around. I bought an all-day pass, which allows you to ride on all of the metro and the buses, and that's €6.50. And considering I've already used it like 3 or 4 times, it's just way better than buying a ticket every time you need to go somewhere. I made it! See, now I just really want a beer. It is so hot, it's getting to severe levels of heat. The person who's driving me back to Sevilla, I just messaged her saying like where to meet up, and she says she's in Belem, so I don't have to take the 40-minute journey back if I just stay here and have lunch here. Okay, got some cheeky poutine here. I basically walked around for like an hour. Took me ages to get food. I literally have to leave in 15 minutes and the car's a 15-minute walk away, which means this is the end of my trip. I wanted to do a better send-off than this, but I literally can't. I have to run away. Thank you so much for watching, and this is your neighbor Isla, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!